Hey there, and welcome to An Aura Tries. Yes, I try. I feel like I failed. But the person this was gifted to seemed to really love it, and that's all that matters, right? So this video was condensed down to about 20 minutes, give or take. If I hadn't, it would have been over an hour long, and I don't think anybody wants to sit around for that long. Here I'm cutting up the flaps of a cardboard box into small squares. Can any of you guess where this might be going? And here I'm just trying to figure out the best placement for the cardboard square pieces on the head to be, so that it'll pop out from the paper when it's finished. I decided instead of the head, body, and arms being all one piece, I'm gonna detach them and make them separate pieces so that each piece is on a separate layer on the paper. So I had to go back and create more squares just for the arms and the legs. And now comes the fun part of taking each of my pattern pieces and cutting them out of the cardboard I'm going to use for the final project. This section of the video is actually sped up about 10 times the speed of its original format. Here I'm showing you I just used double-sided tape to place my pattern piece on the cardboard paper as I cut it out. That way my pattern does not move at all when I cut it. And yes, in case you're wondering, the double-sided tape actually comes off of the construction paper fairly easy. It doesn't rip it or tear your pieces. In editing this, I decided to take out a bunch of the process of just cutting out the cardboard. I didn't think it was either exciting or necessary to show for the final project. Here I decided I wanted the inner ears to be recessed like it would be in an actual ear. Here I thought I'd start with the nose, just to test it out and see what it looked like. If you've noticed, I gave myself some guidelines just to make sure I placed everything where it should be. There's guidelines for the nose, there is a guideline for the heart, and then if you look on the face down towards the chin, that's actually not a mouth. That would be where the top of my star that my Moogle is holding is going to be. In retrospect, I could have probably taken a lot of this out. Here I'm just showing you a closer up of what it looks like when I'm gluing the cardboard pieces and the construction paper together. I have to say, my favorite piece out of all of these pieces here are the little wings. They're just so darn cute. After gluing all the pieces separately, I just wanted to get a feel of what everything looked like placed together. That's why I decided to lift the, right leg, left leg, up a little bit more. So I am adding a piece of cardboard under it, just to give it that cute little nudge of being lifted. Here I'm going to be rolling this cardboard piece flat for the head. I didn't want the head as far off of the paper as the rest of everything else, so I wanted to make sure that the cardboard piece that I was putting on it was a little bit flatter than the rest. And again, I just wanted to make sure that all the pieces were coming together and looking good together. And the pieces that I wanted to pop were actually popping. So have you noticed it yet? There's a piece of this puzzle missing. And if you ask me, it's quite an important piece. Did you notice that my Moogle is faceless? All of this, and I forget about its eyes and its whiskers. So I need two things to fix this. That pin right there, and my light table. I decided to take out the light table step because the light table light does not translate well onto camera. But look, my Moogle now has its face. And now it's time to set everything up and create my best friend's card. Here I'm just placing everything on the card dry, just to make sure that everything fits together and that it fits on the card well. I'm also giving myself some guidelines to make sure where everything goes. I cannot express how much the guidelines helped here. Without them, I probably would have been half art off the card when I placed this all together. This part of the video has also been sped up to about 8 times its actual speed. Again, because it took way too long to put this all together, and doing it normal speed would cause this video to be over an hour long. Here I realized that the little antenna with its puffball was going to be flat on the paper, and I didn't quite want that. So I've taken another piece of cardboard, cut off the smallest piece I could, and put it together, just so that the antenna kinda stuck up towards the puffball part. As we near the end here, I decided to go and grab a toothpick to help me glue down bits and pieces that should not be sticking up, and just to make sure that it was more secure on the paper. If I'm being honest with myself, I would have to say that the puffball is sticking off the page a little bit too much. I'm kind of not happy with that, but again, my best friend is, and that's all that matters, right? And that's the final result, guys. I hope you liked my attempt at making art look 3D by popping off the page. Until next time, see you later. Bye.